Welcome to the M&M Show. My name is Michelle, and this week our theme is energy up and service. So for our tennis playing friends, a lot of this is going to help with your serve motion. Our exercises this week will help you become a stronger, more powerful server. So our exercise today is actually a hip bridge with some variations. So let's bring energy to our body with movement and get right into that hip bridge. We have done hip bridge before. So we're gonna lay down on our backs, arms to our sides, all right? And from here, my feet are about shoulder width apart. And from here, I'm just going to press my hips up towards the sky as I squeeze my glutes. Now, we are going to do what's called a knee drive. So I'm going to come back down, and then as I push the hips up, I'm going to drive the knee towards my chest. I'm going to switch sides. You can do 6 to 8 reps on each side. Okay, so that is hip bridge with knee drive. Now I'm going to go into single leg hip bridge. So I'm going to extend one leg so the bottom of my foot is facing the sky. From here, again, I'm going to push those hips, drive that leg up to the sky. Think of there being a rope or a string tied to your belly button. So this is going to help your lower back, your hamstrings, your glutes. So 2 claps for hip bridge variations, knee drive and single leg. And remember, train like a pro.
And your mindset tip for today is eye contact. So we're certainly seeing a rise in Zoom and webinars and meetings and just connections with family and friends over these types of platforms. So connecting with your eyes and just holding eye contact is a great way to help you with your active listening and to be in service. So have a go at really sincerely and authentically maintaining and holding your eye contact. Enjoy.
And lastly, our magnitude question: what does being in service mean to you?
Love these deep questions.
I can't wait for your answer. Okay.
The background behind this question comes from one of my mentors. So Damien Carmody-Stevens I met when I was 18 years of age, and we were both in a coaching course together. And he was the national kendo coach, which is Japanese sword fighting. And he started to really introduce this concept of you almost invite your opponent to play their best. It's almost like this real respect, like when they finish and they bow, they're really paying gratitude for you bringing your best game, because that'll make me better. And in tennis, I definitely grew up, praying for a double fault on a big point, like please miss, and he always talks about that we have to be in service to the sport. And when you're in true service to the sport, in our sport of tennis, you're almost in flow with it, and you're almost inviting your opponent to play your best. And one thing that I have always encouraged especially my younger players to do when we shake hands is to say, thank you for making me a better player. And so when I say what does being in service mean, well, if I think about it from a sport perspective, it means respecting the true nature of the sport, loving the battle and embracing that competition. Then I'm in service to the sport, and I'm playing out of respect of, tennis, which is that energy of that bounce and hit, the flow between two people. And then if I take that outside of tennis, then if I'm being in service, then the similar concept. I'm respecting people. I'm treating people how I would like to be treated, and I'm in gratitude for, you know, the opportunities that I have. And when I pay that gratitude, then I'm being in service to, you know, my life. So I hope that made some sense. You're looking at me like, Emma, what are you talking about? But that's, to me, you know, what great leadership is. If I'm a great leader, then I'm being in service to my people. So, you know, and I think there's no time like the present to be able to practice, you know, being in service and being compassionate, being kind, being grateful, being just true to the nature of, you know, why you play tennis in the first place.
Right. It's funny how everything always leads us to sport, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Full circle.
Yeah, of course tennis, but we always tend to circle around sport. I'll circle around sport a little more. You hear all athletes in different sports, they will say at the highest level, we want to play against the best, right? So with all the Michael Jordan Last Dance episodes and et cetera, you would hear Magic or Michael. They want to play against the best because that's what elevates them.
Yep.
Again, I'm getting a little off track. We got sports, we got service. What does service mean to me? You covered it pretty well. I think I go back to kindness and can I help others be better? Can others help me? You know, we're all here to help each other get better.
Yeah. The giving of energy, isn't it, too?
Yeah.
The more you give out, the more it comes back. So I really love how Michael Jordan said that before he can do it, he has to expect and see that, you know, that he can do it. Expect that of himself.
Right.
First.
And to me, that's a sign of leadership, right? Like, you know, people were getting mad at saying that he was, whatever words they used to describe him. Okay. But he never asked anything of anybody else that he wasn't willing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think you and I both try to instill that in our lives as well too.
Live and breathe it. Yeah. This isn't just Michelle showing you, you know, daily energy movements. You do them. So it's practice, you know, what you preach. Otherwise, don't preach it. Yeah. Anyway.
A long answer for a very good question. So we are going to sign off on the M&M show for today. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, and what does being in service mean to you? Enjoy the reflection. And so that's us signing off as the M
show, and that is your daily energy boost.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.